video on YouTube 6 months ago. I hit 5,000 hits on it. If you're not YouTubing, it's free. You need to do it. You can embed it on your website or whatever. So Zach's going to be nice and videotape it for me so we can utilize the marketing tools. Okay, so good morning. I'm Amy with Ask Amy Staging, and I am taking you through the yellow brick road of life, how we transition and what happens through our lives. So we get married or we start out with our first house, and it's a smaller house, and we buy a few things. We usually have one bathroom, a bed, some furniture, one car garage fits yet, and then all of a sudden sometimes we have one of these little guys, a kid, and then you're like busting at the seams, and you can't fit anymore in this house. So it's time to transition to a larger house. Well, with Ask Amy Staging, we can help you with that transition. And we go in and help to get your house ready to go on the market so we can get this property sold so you can move to this bigger house. So now we've moved to the bigger house because we had Ask Amy Staging stage our home. And we're here, and life again, it can get us more furniture. We like things. More furniture, and then we have there goes another kid. There goes another one. Oh, what the heck? Let's go 3 more. Wow. Another car. And then all of a sudden, you're busted at the seams again. It's like, okay, what do? We call Ask Amy Staging because she'll help get our house ready to go on the market. So Ask Amy Staging comes in. We stage this house. We get this property sold for them, too. Now we're over here. Nice, big house. Large family. The kids are big. Got to have more furniture, of course, more bathroom space because we had a couple girls in that pile, and more furniture, more beds, and guess what comes along with older kids is sports. So now we have all the sports memorabilia. We got soccer, and baseball, football, basketball, and you're like, oh my gosh, we have all this stuff. Well, then one day, all of a sudden, something happens, and these little guys decide to leave. So now, all the kids have left. We have this great big house, and there's just 1 or 2 of us left in this huge house. You're like texting, trying to find your husband in the house because it's so big, and there's only the 2 of you. So, now we need to downsize and go to here. How in the world are we going to make that happen? Look at all the things that we have stuffed in this house. Some will say, yeah, I'll just stay where I'm at. They're overwhelmed. They can't make the change. But with our services, we work one-on-one with them to help you make that decision. What are we going to take? What do we need? Do we love it? Do we have to have it? Does it make our life different? We go through all those things and help them. And then they can transition to a smaller. Because if we don't do that, this is what happens. People try to make this happen. It doesn't work. You have got to eliminate some things to come down to this small area. So with Ask Amy Staging, we help you down that yellow brick road of life. In today's world, typical homeowners will own 7 homes. 7. That's a lot of houses. Years and years ago, you would have maybe 1 or 2 homes. Not in today's world. Today's world, it's 7. That's a lot of transitioning. It's usually due to jobs. It used to be you would stay in one job, and you would be there for 30 years, get that beautiful gold watch and everything. It doesn't exist anymore. Now, everybody's changing constantly to keep up, to move ahead. So with Ask Amy Staging, that's what happens. Now, I'm going to tell you how I work. So 2 things happen. First, you call us, and we do a pre-stage. With our pre-stage, we work with you one-on-one, and we go room by room by room. What I do is I tell you what people that are coming through your house are not saying and walking back out the door. We don't want them to walk back out the door. We want them to like the house. As soon as they hit that doubt button, they just continue to hit it. We never like them to hit the doubt button from the very beginning. So we make sure we wow them from the time they walk in that door. So when they step in, they go, oh, wow. And that's exactly what they say. And then they walk to the next room and they go, oh, wow. We need to wow them. when you purchase a home, it is an emotional reaction. And when I say we create wow, we really do, because we need to emotionally put them there. The other thing is we create lifestyles. If you don't have, say if you have a vacant home, you have no furniture in it, there's no lifestyle set here. The architecture of the house is beautiful, but again, we hit the doubt button. Wow, they walk in and say, wow, I love this space, but where would I put my couch? How about a chair? Would my queen-size bed fit in this bedroom? What size of table would I put in this house? We tell that story. We take that doubt away. They go to the point of taking pictures so they know exactly where things were laid out, so they know how to lay it out when they purchase it. Now say you have a house that you're living in and it's occupied, and you have lots of furniture. And maybe you've struggled with, what do I do with this property? That's where staging comes in. We're not there to sell your things. That's your home. We're there to help you sell a house. And when you transition home to a house, then we're making progress. Because we're not selling your things, we're selling the architectural features of this house. So if it's columns, if it's a fireplace, if it's flooring, whatever the architectural features of this house, that's what we need to market. So when you walk into the room, I want your eye to draw towards that beautiful fireplace, or those beautiful columns, or the beautiful countertops that are granite. Whatever that is, I want you to pull in that direction. So I always say when you walk into a room, you're going to look the way I want you to look, and that's because I'm going to place furniture in the location to draw your eye to that point. So I can guarantee you, if I put a cake right here, everyone that walks in this room would look at the cake. Just because I've drawn your eye. I've made you look this direction. So that's what staging does. That's the part 2 of our staging. Then our other part that we have is our senior downsizing. And that's called our smooth move. And I love this part. You know, we work one-on-one with them. I had a client that said to me, we were working in the garage and we had just like, I think half our 45 minutes to go, and we needed to break for lunch. And she said, oh, this is going to be an all-afternoon job. Let's just wait till after lunch. And I said, you know what? Let's start. We started at, and this guy liked his things, his tools. We started at the one side of the garage, and I worked around with him, one-on-one. We had that garage done in a half hour. A half hour. We knew exactly where everything was going. If it was being donated, if it was going to auction, if they were moving it, what was going to happen. We had it done. The daughter looked at me and said, I cannot believe this. Do you know how long we would have worked on just this garage? If the family and myself would have been helping my dad, it would have just taken forever. She was amazed. Matter of fact, at one point, she started to ask a question. My sister said, shh, don't interrupt. Because once I have their focus, I need to keep it. When you have questions, ask me at the end, and I'm really willing to answer any questions at all. But once I had his focus, I needed him to stay with me and go through the process and make it happen. We made it happen. Everybody went to lunch, and everybody was really happy. And I think I made a true believer of the daughter, too, after that, because she was just shaking her head forever. Could not believe it. So remember, with Ask Amy Staging, again, it's taking that home. We're not selling your keepsakes, and it's transferring it to a house. So I'm Amy with Ask Amy Staging. Does anyone have any questions?